Aloha, and welcome to the Murph's Place 808 for the Love of Golf podcast. I'm your host, Murph. It is a wonderful day out here in Hawaii. I'm feeling bad for my brothers up there in Ohio. They got hit by a pretty good winter storm and got a lot of snow. I like how they'll send pictures and stuff about all the snow and everything, and then I send them back my snow picture saying I love how the snow looks from Hawaii. So my buddy Chad Stewart, he moved to Florida from Ohio this year, and he also sent that picture, same type of picture with snow, and it says he loves how snow looks from Florida. So, but it's been a good week, good couple of weeks. I'm glad to have everybody back listening to the show. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the last 2 weeks in golf here, not only PGA-wise, but local-wise. Of course, Joe P., the Fia belt match on Sundays we've had. So last week, not this past week, but last week, Joe won the belt again. I'm not sure of what score he shot, but I do know that this past Sunday, he retained the belt and shot a 9 under 63. So, the guy is just unbeatable. I don't even know why I waste my time trying to beat him, because, I mean, the guy's just unbelievable. And luckily, he's my partner in the 4-ball match. We'll get into that a little bit later. Tournaments coming up, local tournaments. But Beach Boys, we played Royal Kania 2 weeks ago, and it was a good day. It was all right. Not bad. I didn't win a lot of money, but won a little bit, and it's always a good time. It's a good group of guys that we play with in the Beach Boys. So, and I mentioned this in the past. Anybody looking to join, we've had 3 new members join here not too long ago. So anyone looking to join us, just look us up on beachboysgolfclub.org is our website, and it has some contact info, or you can email me here at murphsplace808@gmail.com. The president of the club. So if you email me, I can get you set up and let you know what's involved. It's not expensive to play with us. You can play as much or as little as you like. There's no set amount of times you have to play. You do earn points for showing up, though, and those points matter at the end of the year, because the person, I think they pay out the top 10 places in points. You get paid some money at the end of the year. So anyhow, if you're interested, check it out. beachboysgolfclub.org is the website, and it'll list the schedule. You can see where we're playing and what days we play. So even if you just want to come out and play as a guest sometime to see if you like it, you're more than welcome to do that. Just get a hold of us, and we could do that. We did have this past Monday, Beach Boys was off. It's a holiday. We normally do play on holidays, but with COVID and the availability of trying to get tee time scheduled, it was just too much of a hassle. So we took this week off. However, there was 4 of us that went and played Kapolei on Monday. Tee time, 8:36 a.m., beautiful day out, nice, sunny, not much cloud cover at first. And then we get to hole number 18, and it lets loose. It's probably rained the hardest that I've seen it rain here on that 18th hole, just on the 18th hole. It started sprinkling a little bit when we were teeing off, raining a little bit, but by the time we got to the green, it was a downpour. Matter of fact, when we were trying to putt, the water was running, because the green slopes from the back to the front on that hole down towards the water, and the water was just running. Luckily, it was running on the green, but luckily my putt was inside where wasn't any water running right where I had to putt. So, but it was a good day. Had fun. Me, Richard Shepard, Steve Walsh, and Troy Wirtz. And it was pretty cool because Troy made up a money belt. The 4 of us, not so much Steve, but Dan, Shep, Troy, and me play the Murph game on Mondays when we play together. And obviously we have our individual match, our 555 Nassau's. And so Troy came up with a belt for the winner of the money. Whoever wins the most money gets to keep the belt. So I ended up with the belt. So I have it for this week until next Monday when we play. I think we play, I want to say Coral Creek on Monday. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. He got a new belt. They showed me a picture tonight. It's funny. Troy's he's got a hitting simulator that he's putting together, and I guess we're gonna try to hold some events. I don't know as much as a club, but just a group of guys getting together and playing some different courses on his simulator. And he sent me a picture of the new belt because he blinged up a new belt, and it was him and Shep, and they were over in the area where he's making this simulator. And I'm like, you guys are cheating over there. Why wasn't I invited to come over and practice with you guys? These guys are trying to, and a matter of fact, Shep made the comment after Monday, oh, we were trying to keep you from winning the belt and you still won it. So got to practice harder, guys. Just got to practice harder. But anyhow, it was, like I said, it was a great day until that last hole, and it poured on us. So, Sundays, it's going to throw a wrench into my game on Sundays because I don't know if I'm going to be able to play the Fia. Not that I've had any luck beating Joe P anyhow, but my other job, we're back at work, and so now I'm working on Sundays. But I'm thinking about trying to go in early so I can make it over to Leilehua by 1 for the Fia match. And it's not, the bar's not back open, but we're doing stuff around the clubhouse and on the course, stuff like that. So things are starting to pick up here. It's getting a little busier. I've got friends coming out to visit. My buddy Pat Norton, his wife, is coming out in a couple of months in April. So looking forward to that visit and just trying to get things ready for them when they come. Let's talk. I'll tell you what, before we start talking about the PGA events the last couple of weeks, hey guys, I got to tell you, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you how. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Not only that, but Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other sites. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's ANCHOR.FM. Let's take a short break. Okay, welcome back, everybody. PGA news the last couple of weeks. Well, obviously, we had the Waste Management Tournament in Scottsdale, Arizona. That was February 4th through the 7th. Brooks Koepka, your winner. It's the second time he's won that tournament. The last year and a half, he's had issues with his knee, left knee, and his hip. And so it's been kind of a struggle for him. And a lot of that, with the way doctors do things, the surgeries that they do and the techniques that they use now compared to in the past, you're so much quicker to recover, and it's more of a mental thing than a physical thing. I know I've found that with my knee. I had my knee replaced 2 years ago, and physically I had no problems playing, but it was the mental part of it. Like, oh, am I turning too much? Am I gonna injure myself again if I turn too quick, or if I do this or do that? And my doctor, Dr. V, Vakatapane here in Hawaii, an awesome guy. To tell you a quick story about this guy, I went to see him. I've been dealing with this knee issue for probably 10 or 15 years, pain nonstop all the time. And when I was in Ohio, I had a great doc back there, Dr. Patterson, at the OIO, Ohio Institute of Orthopedics. Great guy. All those docs out there were great guys. But, I had knee problems. Basically, it stemmed from a motorcycle accident I had in 1986, and my leg was kind of crooked, so it put extra wear and tear on my knee from all the sports that I played since that time. And it basically was bone on bone, so I was too young to have a knee replacement. And so he would just shoot it up with cortisone, which worked. I would go in April. He would shoot my knee up with cortisone. It would last me the entire golf season until October. And then, so the winter months, we can't play obviously in Ohio. So I didn't have any issue. Then in April, I'd go back in, he'd shoot it back up again. I'd be good. So I did that for years. And it just got to the point when I moved here, it got to the point that I went and found this guy, great doc. And I told him about my issues, and I brought my medical records and everything, my surgery and all that. And when I say surgery, not my knee surgery, I didn't have it replaced in Ohio. I had it here. But when I had my leg, when I got hit on my motorcycle and broke my leg. So I brought all my medical records and stuff, and he looked over everything, and I told him what I was doing in Ohio, and he said, okay, how's that working for you? I said, well, it's okay, but now it doesn't seem to be helping as much as it did back then. So he shot it up with cortisone, and then I was having issues again, and he said, I went in and saw him, and he was just like, you're actually a little younger than what we like to do surgery on for knee replacements. But if you can hold off, why don't you come in every 2 months and I will shoot it up and then see how that does for you. He goes, now I know he didn't mean this literally. And I mean, I was playing good golf, winning tournaments, playing a lot. But he made the comment that if he replaced my knee and I was not able to perform as well as I had been performing or playing as much as I had, then he would kill himself. Now, I know he didn't mean that literally, but any doctor that is willing to forego, that's how he makes his money. He makes his money by doing surgeries. And any doctor that's willing to forego that, looking out for the health of his patient, he has my utmost respect. And so I told him, okay, I'll come in every 2 months and we'll shoot it up. So I came in 2 months, had it shot up, and then I'm playing golf one day, and on the outside of my knee, it's really painful. And then so I went back in, he took x-rays again, and just in that short amount of time, the bone rubbing against, it was bone on bone, rubbing it ate away the inside part of my knee, and it was pulling up on the outside. That's why I was getting my pain. So he's like, hey, we're going to have to do the surgery. And I said, perfect. So went through the surgery, had my knee replaced. Now, I've had my knee scoped twice, my right one, and I had my left one scoped once. Within a month, I'm back to playing golf. This thing, after a month, I actually did not think I was going to get better. I thought that my knee would never be better. I thought I was always going to have this issue. And it kind of got me depressed a little bit because I'm just so used. I don't mess around with rehab. I go at it hard because I want to get back to playing. I want to get back to playing the sport I love. And it didn't seem like it was getting any better, that it was never going to be better. So I just stuck with it and fought through it and kept my head up, even though it was hard. And 3 months later, it was money. No pain whatsoever with my knee. No limitation on my knee. It is one of the best decisions I ever made. Now, my left one, I'm kind of running into the same problem. Not so much bone on bone right now. It's just mainly, I don't have a lot of cartilage in there right now. And it's mainly just soreness, not constant, just every once in a while. So I'm eventually going to have my left knee done also. And I will definitely be going back to Dr. Vakata Payne. He's a great guy, great doctor. So if anybody out there needs any orthopedic work, definitely go see him. Anyhow, with Brooks Koepka, but that's part of that mental thing that I was saying, that to me, mentally, I didn't know if my knee could hold up. And I think Brooks was dealing with the same stuff, not, feeling confident and having to deal with these injuries. It can wear on you. But the guy's a gamer. I mean, he was 5 strokes back from Jordan Spieth and Xander Schauffele, and he ended up rallying back and winning by 1 stroke. And he had a chip chip in for eagle, his second one of the day, matter of fact. on the 17th green, which put him ahead. And then he made par on the 18th, and in the tournament, he won the tournament by 1. So congrats to Brooks Koepka, a 2-time winner at that tournament. And Jordan Spieth, man, he's not only in that tournament, but this past week at the AT&T in Pebble Beach, Jordan Spieth was in the lead again, or up there close to the lead. And he's not being able to finish. He's not being able to finish. He had 2 eagles also last week at Scottsdale. No, wait, that was this week. He chipped in, or he hit like 160 yard in. He knocked eagle. I think it was on 10, but I'm not 100% sure. So anyhow, this past week, the AT&T Pebble Beach tournament, Pro-Am tournament, was held, and Daniel Berger won by 2 shots over a guy that I briefly saw a clip on him, Maverick McNeely. Not familiar with the guy. I don't know if he's a rookie off the web.com tour, but McNeely had like 5 birdies in the last 7 or 8 holes. He was playing good. I think he went to Stanford. Anyhow, Daniel Berger won. He had an eagle on 18 and finished at 18 under. Won by 2 shots over Maverick McNeely for his 4th career win. The next tournament coming up, the Genesis Invitational Tournament at Riviera Country Club. Your defending champion in that tournament is Adam Scott. Quick story about Riviera. So you guys know Tommy Hollenbeck, who was on the show here a couple of months back. He is a member at Riviera. So, and I told this story that he had invited me to go a couple times, and I got somehow not uninvited, but like, oh, sorry, somebody else is going. Da 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 da. Anyhow, I ended up actually going to Riviera with Tommy and playing. Nice golf course. We had a great time. Went down to the locker room, took a bunch of pictures of, like Adam Sandler's locker, Larry David, all these guys, all these celebrities that are members there at Riviera. Matter of fact, the day we were there, Kenny G was playing golf. Matter of fact, he was playing behind us, and I don't know if it was him or one of the guys he was playing with, but we were on the green, getting ready to leave the green, walking to our carts. We get to our carts, and all of a sudden a ball comes flying over there and almost hits Tommy. And it was those guys behind us, Kenny G's group behind us. So that was kind of cool. Then we went in, had drinks at the bar, and he came in. Kenny G came in after there and was in there drinking. So I shouldn't say he was in there drinking. I don't know if he was drinking, but he was in the bar with his buddies hanging out. But it's a great, great course. Really liked it. A lot of celebrities' houses are right on that course, so Tommy was pointing out people's houses. And it was kind of cool because I think it's hole number 10. It's a short par 4. And the way the green is set up, it's kind of a long green, but it kind of, as you're facing the green coming from the tee box, the green kind of is kind of long, kind of sideways, and there's a bunker or 2 on the right side, and there's a bunker on the back side. I can't remember what year it was, but Jordan Spieth, I think took like an 8 or a 10 on that hole because he kept hitting back and forth in the bunkers. And I birdied that hole. So I was better than Jordan Spieth on that hole. Anyhow, let's talk about the upcoming tournaments here in Hawaii coming up. And if any of you local golfers are wanting to play in some tournaments, just go to Hawaii State Golf Association's website, and they usually list the tournaments that they're hosting. And the next tournament coming up is the four-ball tournament. It's going to be the end of this month, the 28th and 29th, I believe. My partner for that tournament is Joe P. That's right, Mr. 63. And I told him the other day, I was like, man, you better play like you're playing. You better play in that tournament like you're playing here at Mauna Loa in this Fia match tournament that we're playing. And he's guaranteed me that he's going to be playing good. He's spent a lot of time playing golf in that course, Ted Macalena. It's a municipal course, and I know people have talked about that course not being in such great shape, but every time I've played it, and I basically have only played it in the 4-ball tournament, in the tournament, it's always been in decent shape. I really enjoy playing it. Not only that, but there's two munis over here in my area where I live, and that's Eva Villages and Westlock. And for municipal courses, they're not bad. They're pretty nice. So the 4-ball's coming up, 28th and 29th of February. Hopefully, Joe P. and I will pull out a victory. I told him take a lot of Advil because your back's going to be sore carrying me for 36 holes. Hopefully, I'll be able to contribute to our hopeful victory. The tournament after that is March 11th through the 14th, and that is the Hawaii State Amateur Tournament at Leilehua Golf Course. Another nice golf course, military golf course. But it is always it's a challenging course. It's a good course. It's a course where I got one of my biggest wins in tournament play at the Army Invitational. I was 4 shots back going into the last day, and I ended up shooting 67 and winning by 5. So that was one of my biggest tournament wins that I've had. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't played there for a while. I know a lot of the military courses here, they've been not allowing the civilians to play. Now, granted, I'm a CAT card holder because I work on Hickam Air Force Base, and I'm a former Army Guard veteran. So I haven't had much issue playing, but a lot of the military courses aren't allowing civilian players right now. And I know like Navy Marine Golf Course isn't allowing civilian players right now. And they're usually open to the public. Well, you have to have a military sponsor to play, but the public can drive right into the fence. It's just fenced off. It's not on government property, so you don't have to have an ID card. But so those are the couple of tournaments that are coming up. Looking forward to that. Hey, if you guys have any questions or comments or topics that you'd like me to discuss on the show, just shoot me an email at murphsplace808@gmail.com, and we'll get those talked about or questions answered. And if you guys want to help support the podcast, there's a link for that on the Anchor website. Or I think they're even putting it on the other sites, the other streaming stations that you can click on and help support the podcast, continue the contact. Also, thank you for your emails and your comments about whether keeping the podcast to 1 week or bi-weekly. I kind of like the bi-weekly thing, but several people like the bi-weekly. There were a couple that wanted the weekly, but keep those comments coming. Let me know what you guys like. For now, I'm gonna try to maybe stay bi-weekly right now, but if I get enough interest and enough comments about it, maybe I'll go back to doing it weekly. But with that said, let's take a short break and we'll be right back. This podcast is brought to you by Smart Boy Studios, the best studio and artist collective out of Ohio. Smart Boy Studios provides recording, mixing, and mastering services, as well as any other audio post-production you need. Smart Boy Entertainment artists Corey Gossett and JV Tree have a new EP out on November 20th, 5 Day Friends. The 6-song project explores the fun and friendly energy that these two artists have on a track together. With production from D. Swove, Vesta, and Ash Matthews, you can't help but to bob your head, tap your foot, and sing along to the stellar set of tracks. Head to www.smartboystudios.com to stay up to date on new music, new videos, and any upcoming events. If you'd like to support Smart Boy Studios and their artists, visit threads.smartboystudios.com to check out their merch. They offer hoodies, hats, shirts, and more. All right, welcome back, everybody. Hey, speaking of Smart Boy Studios and Ash Matthews, if you guys are interested, he is started a new podcast, and the name of it is Put It in Ink. Has a lot to do with tattoo stuff. If you guys are interested, he's put up his first episode. You can go to YouTube and check it out. It's called Put It in Ink, and Ash Matthews. It's a good podcast. He's got a lot of good artists. Also, go to his Facebook page, Ash Matthews. He'll release some new content on there sometimes, or on his IG, and either go to that Ash Matthews or Smart Boy Studios, and check that out. Those guys are doing a lot of good stuff over there, and his podcast is pretty good. I watched the first episode the other day and really enjoyed it. So. Well, I hope everybody's had a good week. I hope everybody has a great next week, couple of weeks. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. And, like I said, if you're still playing golf and it's not too cold out, hit them straight, hit them long, but don't hit them a whole lot. You want to keep that score low. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and by the way, if you guys are, obviously in the northern states and not able to play, I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Work on that fitness, work on that core to build that core strength up. That's going to help you guys when you're playing golf. Okay. So I hope everybody has a great 2 weeks. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Aloha.